Something that a lot of coaches lack right now is just the ability to see the score sheet on the floor.
We try hard not to take it to heart, but then we have to remember that we're not the coaches.
These are the reasons why you should not hire a choreographer back. What were some of the things that kind of stood out to you that Norway did different than America?
It's cleaner. Like I said, if I could give any advice to coaches out there is to take your choreographers on a second date. He kind of forgot how to speak English.
How to spoke English? Yeah, me too. I don't know how to spoke English either. We're going to get kicked out of Disney World. They're going to kick us out of Disney World.
Don't.
They have a Kit Kat. How do you say it?
Viclins.
Viclins.
All right.
And we're back.
It's been a while.
It's been a long while.
Yeah, it's been a couple crazy months. Today's Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Dodgers won the World Championship.
That was actually a crazy game to witness, at the end. So that was cool.
Come back from 5 down.
Yeah. That's a new stat, right? They set a record.
It's never been done before. So,
wow.
Yep.
Cool. So we're at the end of our choreo season. You've been going nonstop. The reason why we haven't recorded in a while is because you've been going nonstop.
I don't think I've been home for a full day in home, at my house for a full 24 hours in 2 months.
No, you've had a couple trips that had 1 or 2 days between.
Yeah, not enough for me to
to remember it.
Well, no, not enough for me to set up all the lights and feel like I want to work on those days.
We didn't have time for podcasts in the last couple months, but we're slowing down.
Yeah.
We're heading to Hawaii this weekend, actually, for Troy's birthday.
Yes. What's interesting too is Carson. Carson comes back.
Oh yeah, my nephew comes back from his mission from Nicaragua tonight.
He was gone for 2 years.
A little over 2 years. He was supposed to come back, I think, 2 months ago, but he extended.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see him tonight because he said that he kind of forgot how to speak English.
How to spoke English? Yeah, me too. I don't know how to spoke English either. Ow. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to see Carson.
Yeah.
I miss Porter's return. Porter is also
he came back and now he's killing it at
the Joe Taylor group.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see Carson. I'm actually really, really, really excited for Hawaii. I think it's gonna be a nice.
It's not long enough. It's only 5 nights, but PG is our priority, so we need to be back by next Saturday because it's we're right in the midst of comp season, or not comp season, preparing for comp season. So the cleans matter and us being here matters because.
We're trying to win.
Yeah, that's really it.
That's it. Yeah, we're just trying to win. And if we can't win, what are we doing?
We're trying to have a clean sweep with all 4 of our teams this year.
Yeah. So we're
hustling. Minis and juniors did it last year.
Yeah. I want all 4 teams to
our youth team is new this year, but they're killer for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, after Hawaii, you only have 2 trips, 2 quick trips. Well, not quick, but you're going to Stillwater, which is you like them.
It's a consulting trip, so it's not I have to
prepare choreo or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not
He's just revamping their routine and giving them some.
Just
revisions.
She didn't really give me anything specific yet.
She just said, work on it.
Work on it, make it better. And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever you need me to do. I like those consulting trips because they feel
it's easy.
I don't know how to explain it. They're still very
you have to use some sort of brain power to modify something.
Yeah, but I'm not in the hotel room or the car ride there going over 5, 6, 7, 8 in my brain. I can just.
But you're flying straight to Boston after that. Is it Boston? Yeah, Bridgewater.
Bridgewater,
right?
Yeah.
Flying straight to Boston for a full routine, so you'll need to be preparing for that while you're in Stillwater.
I'll probably double dip a little bit creatively. I try not to. If I'm working on one routine, I'm not focused on another routine until I finish the content in one routine. That way, creatively, all my energy goes into one dance. But it's how it be sometimes.
Those are the next 2, and then we're gonna fly to Disney for a day for our anniversary.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice too.
Yeah.
See, vacations.
Then after that, we're going to Chaos with PG, which is gonna be a great time.
Yeah, I think a lot of our older parents are more excited now because Chaos, we didn't really like.
Yeah,
know
last
each
year was
other.
like all the parents were testing the waters. We all stayed at different places.
Yeah.
We were kind of like just meeting.
Are you like, do we want to hang out with these people?
Yeah, well, actually, that's when we went out to Korean barbecue on the last night, and then I think that was like Whitney's first time hanging out with like
all of us.
All of us, yeah. Whitney and Destiny.
Yeah.
That was a fun time, and I think that's what kind of opened the door for like all of these gatherings and happenings.
Yeah, but then Dallas happened.
Oh, Dallas was kind of like the icing on the
I guess
cake.
that's what I mean is like now everyone's like, this is how it can be at a playground function. So now they're like, we need to hang out. We need to go grab food together. We're all going to go stay in the same place. We're all going to watch our kids. We're going to go.
That's why I'm so excited for UDA in Florida.
Yeah.
Because literally all of us dancers and coaches and parents are staying at the same hotel at the Disney All-Star Resort, probably taking up one whole building. I think I booked like 50 rooms for us.
We're going to get kicked out. We're going to get kicked out of Disney World. They're going to kick us out of Disney World.
Don't say that.
Our kids are loud and our parents are crazy. So we're going to get... I'm just kidding. We might get a noise complaint or two.
But it's fun.
For sure. Yeah,
It'll be fun. Like,
the pool's right there. We can go to the parks. We're going to go rehearse. It's going to be a good time.
We have that whole building. We can all bother each other in our rooms. And
I hope they give us just give us our own building, Disney World. If Disney World, if you're listening, give us our own.
So that our only noise complaints are within each other. Yeah, we could be like, shut up.
We can manage ourselves. Just don't put them around us.
So that's gonna be crazy.
And you know what? I think there's a little like I'm hearing that like people are like worried about Florida mostly because of like the financial tie to it. And they're like, oh, why can't we just do Dallas? Because Dallas was so much fun. And I'm hoping and I'm praying that our experience in Florida is like twice that of Dallas. Because Dallas was fun, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but like...
but put Disney World on top of that.
Yeah.
And
we can't... It needs to be to the point where like we have to do both.
Yeah.
Because we all love Dallas so much because we're all like in each other's faces all the time at the same hotel. And there's no Disney parks to distract us.
That's the best part ever.
Going to Disney World will be a different story because we're in that Disney bubble. And if you haven't experienced that, like throw a dance competition in it and it's game over.
Yeah, it's definitely a crazy experience.
Yeah.
Because at Dallas, we didn't stay with all the families or all the teams. Some people actually stayed offsite, but in Florida,
and some people are going to stay offsite again at Dallas this year.
We are all there together.
Yeah.
And
because UDA forces us to like get the Disney package, and I like it in a sense because it builds that camaraderie that we like within our
I love it
people. Yeah,
I love it, and I know we wouldn't have committed to it if we didn't believe that it was going to be a good, worthwhile experience for
like a good payoff
every single dancer.
Yep.
But you know what? We went to Norway.
Yeah, we haven't even discussed that. That was over a month ago.
It feels like yesterday, to be honest. I don't know. The days, the months have flown by.
Like, I can't believe today's Halloween, and we were in Norway a month ago.
Yeah. What were some of the things that kind of stood out to you that Norway did different than America?
It's cleaner.
Oh, yeah, much cleaner.
You look outside, so the first hotel that we stayed at was like a little bit older than the second hotel we stayed at. Should I start that over since because you walked behind me. Oh. So the first hotel that we stayed at was a little bit older. Like the second hotel was like a little newer and not, I guess, nicer.
Yeah.
There was actually an ice machine there.
Mm-hmm.
But you would look outside our older hotel and it's still clean.
Yeah.
If you go to an old hotel like in the United States, like in Vegas or like downtown San Francisco, it's dirty outside. But you walk around outside in Norway and
really safe.
You feel safe.
Yeah. I don't feel like I'm going to get like...
I didn't have to hold Daniel's hand all the time.
Yeah. And even like just how fast people drive in there. Like I did some crossing of the streets.
Yeah.
And people like, they're not slamming down the streets trying to get somewhere. It's like a very pleasant drive, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I noticed too is the tops of the sodas don't come off.
Oh yeah.
Like when you know how in America when we twist a soda can top
you could take
off,
the cap off.
You could take the cap off.
A bottle, not a can.
Yeah, sorry, bottle. Yeah, like the plastic bottles.
Yeah.
You don't take the plastic bottle off.
It
like
it
hinges.
looks like this. Boom.
Yeah, and then twist.
When we first bought a bottle of soda,
I broke it.
Yeah, we were like, why isn't this coming off? Like, but, and then it like ended up like cutting our lip or something.
Yeah. And then I asked, I was like, why do they do that? It's like, oh, plastic waste. We're conscious about our
And what's cool too is one of the team moms at the Groundbreakers said that if you bring your bottles to the gas station, you get like
25 cents or whatever
their currency is, you get money back for it.
So they encourage people to recycle and make it very easy to recycle.
Yeah, they make it easy. Like, I know you get money back here for recycling.
But you have to go to the recycling plant, which is far.
But there you could go straight to the gas station, like down the street. And
Right. Yeah, that's crazy to me.
What else was cool? We tried reindeer.
Reindeer. I've had reindeer before.
No, you haven't.
I think I have.
Well, I wasn't a fan of it.
Tasted like meat. Tasted like beef. It was gamey.
No, it was gamey. And I'm not a fan of gamey. That's why I don't really like lamb.
It didn't bother me too much, but, yeah. It tasted more like lamb, I guess.
Yeah. Like, it tasted like I was biting into rubber.
Oh, do you know what was crazy? At least for our experience, was they don't give, like, you go to a gas station or anywhere, they don't do fountain sodas or ice. Regular.
You have to buy bottle sodas.
Yeah, you have to buy bottled sodas, like...
We didn't see an ice machine. I don't think I drank water with ice until we got to that new hotel.
Yeah, and then I asked the front desk, like, oh, where can I get water at? And he said, oh, from the faucet. Faucet. And I was like, that's weird. And it was cold. It was cold, clean water, and they just drink out of the faucet regularly. Yeah. In America, like, bro, I don't think...
No, you can do that in Hawaii.
But like, I wouldn't drink out of my faucet here in Vegas. No. Didn't they do nuclear testing here near Vegas? Yeah, I'm not drinking the water.
What else?
And then the quiet, like, we went to a Burger King because I was trying, and we went to McDonald's too, but in Burger King specifically, normally whenever you're somewhere in America, there's music playing. They have ambiance.
It's always like, especially in Vegas, it's always like a show.
Yeah, there's always something playing in the background. There's always a sound. There's always like a TV on, something. But in Norway, everything was quiet.
Especially at the airport. I think
the shopping malls, airports.
When Joven threw a fit in the airport, he was like, you could probably hear him like 20 gates down from our gate.
Yeah.
Because he was probably the loudest in the entire airport.
Yep. That kid was crazy.
Because there's even like when they make like announcements over the PA at the Norway airport, the Oslo airport, like it's quiet.
Yeah.
You could barely hear it.
The train ride was really nice.
Also quiet.
Also very quiet. I remember that being specifically quiet. And
Joven was the loudest on the train.
Yeah. Joven was loud. And it's awkwardly quiet. Like, I know train rides aren't supposed to be like loud or anything, but when I came back home, even the ride from the airport to
like the tram,
there's still music playing.
Or you could hear like the dun 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 like on the outside.
It was just so quiet.
Like a bullet train.
Mm-hmm. Everything was quiet in Norway, which was really different. And then, like, even just down to the people, it was just different cultures. Like they're so nice. Simple life. They're so nice, so pleasant. They don't want to offend. They don't want to like, it was, I don't know.
Can we talk about the breakfast buffet?
Oh, the breakfast buffet was crazy. Like, I think Americans eat bad food. Like, daily we eat like very not
There
good
wasn't
food.
Really anything fried at that breakfast buffet.
Nothing fried. I mean, they had fresh eggs, like
fresh charcuterie, fresh meat, like the whole day.
Cheese, or like bread,
cheeses, spreads.
They had fruits just regularly available all the time,
and like breakfast shots. Those were cool, like the ginger shots.
Shots.
Like you either grab one on your way into the buffet or on your way out as a little cleanse.
Coffee everywhere.
Yeah.
Like they're very proud of their coffee.
Yeah.
Like espresso machine, not coffee. Sorry, I should say espresso machines everywhere. Everywhere you can get an espresso.
Cool. That was cool.
Yeah, for a lot of those reasons, just like the safetiness of it and the freshness of the food. I was also surprised at how many people speak American. Like how regular American. Wow, how many people speak English? Like it's
and like. A lot of their English is actually very good, but it's because they take it like a core class in school.
Yeah.
Starting young.
I don't know. I think it's a very eye-opening experience to see that like Americans have such privilege.
Yeah.
And also how...
Yeah, they're very grateful over there in Norway.
And then how much like influence America has on other countries like Norway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they don't have to speak English. They could have just kept speaking Norwegian or Swedish, but they speak English perfectly fine. And you know what also is crazy is, you know how we have like Canada as our north, and we flame each other like Americans hate Canadians. Or doesn't hate Canadians, but we make fun of Canadians. Canadias. And then Canadias make fun of Americas.
They make fun of Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden and Norway have that kind of relationship, which was really funny.
Because it's like...
Oh, he's from Sweden.
Well, our chocolate's better.
Yeah, they fight over chocolate. Their chocolate is better, though.
Yeah.
Not Sweden's or Norway's. I don't know the difference.
Their chocolate in general is better than American.
Yeah. They have a Kit Kat. How do you say it? Vicklunts? We don't know how to say it, but it was the best.
They're all going to watch this and be like, look at the way she said it.
It was the best Kit Kat ever.
We still have some at home.
Yeah, we do. So, yeah, it was good. I miss Norway. It was fun.
Yeah, we've just had such a crazy summer this year, and I think Lauren was saying that us and Chelsea are the busiest in the agency, and
everyone in the agency.
That's crazy because I feel like we could have even done more, but that's just how we are. We feel like we can always do more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Or
we always want more.
It's a good and a bad thing for us. We always want to like continue to do more. And if there's an opportunity to do more, we'll sacrifice things to get more.
We always say yes, and I'm like, yes. But we do need to start being selfish with like next summer is Kaylee's debut, so I need to make sure we save that date. Mm-hmm. Like, what if people want that for choreo? We have to say no. You know what I mean? And
I did have a good time this season. It was much easier than last.
Yeah,
last year,
a lot of you didn't really have any bad experiences.
No, just. Well, it's never really like the team that creates a bad experience for me. It's usually like just me missing home or me wanting to like have some normalcy in my life.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to make this like feel real to people, but I feel like I haven't been at my house like all summer, you know, and that part can feel a little like, I just want to be home.
Yeah.
I just want to like sit, you know, or I miss you guys. I miss you and the boys, and it's. Yeah, that was like last year. I really felt it. Last year, I was like, okay, I'm sad. Like,
I think it's because I think what's helping you is that you can come up with routines like cake now. Before I think you would stress yourself out with the over planning and the pre planning, but now you're like, no, I got this. It's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't take me long to choreograph a routine anymore.
Yeah, because then a lot of the ideas come out when you're there, and things don't work out. You have to change it, or you get a different idea than what you originally planned.
What I like to do is I choreograph the whole routine just like as a routine, like
a skeleton, like just moves.
And then once I get my formations involved, then I change on the fly.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, frustrates me sometimes because sometimes I don't have it perfect.
Yeah,
like
or it doesn't work out. Yeah.
But 9 out of 10 times it works, and I figure out how to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else is the rest of this year? We said chaos, and that took us on a tangent. After that is Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. We're really excited for that trip because starting last year we started going to St. George and rent a house with the family, and it just kind of forces us to like be together the house for 3 nights. Because if we have holidays here, we're still like out and about doing our own thing. Like, I need to run to the store, and I'll be there at 6 o'clock, but really show up at 7 o'clock.
When we're at home, it's work. We find ways.
We're cleaning the house.
Reasons to do things. Reasons to like just be busy.
Yeah.
And like when we're out in St. George, even in this, if we go to Disneyland, like people ask why we go to Disneyland so much. It's just so we don't have to work. It's just so we can take our brain off of the day-to-day. We always have to get something done.
Because we do a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Too much sometimes.
Like I have my version of a lot, and you have your version of a lot.
Yeah. So, and that's really the only reason is we just need to shut our brains off.
Yeah.
And that's why this Thanksgiving trip with the family is really nice, because sure, I'll probably find myself working on my computer, but it doesn't like overwhelm my life, or it doesn't.
Yeah, but it's spending quality time like in one house with everybody.
Yeah.
The kids can run around. We're actually going to potty train Joven on that trip, so he's going to be naked.
He's going to be naked the entire trip.
But yeah,
we should podcast out there, huh?
Yeah.
I should just bring these microphones and my cameras. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Whatever.
But after that,
the house
we have
is nice too.
Daniel's birthday, which is we'll just have a party for him at the park, and then your last choreo trip after that.
2 colleges, right? I have 2 colleges.
Well, we already talked about one. The last one is just that timeout routine.
Oh, it's only a minute.
Yeah, he's flying all the way to Indiana. For a 1-minute timeout routine. That's pretty cool.
It's not bad.
That's the easiest trip ever.
Yeah, I can do that in like 2 hours.
Yeah, no, you're like literally flying in on a Saturday night, setting it on Sunday morning, and flying home.
Perfect.
And then after that is what? What's our next vacation? It rhymes
cruise.
with, yeah.
Oh, yes, I was like, it rhymes with ruse.
That cruise is going to be so fun.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of funny because I think Daniel, I don't know where he got this because we have never said these words. But Daniel's so used to doing Disney cruises. So, like, he was talking to my sister, like, oh, are we going to go on the boring cruise ship? Because it's a carnival cruise, but we don't do like we don't do the old ships. We don't do the dirty ones. We do the bigger, nicer, newer ones. And he doesn't know the difference. If it's not Disney, it's not a cruise in his mind.
I might have called it a boring cruise once.
Oh, okay. There's the answer.
I might have called the other cruise ships boring. I might have. Because
we're just such Disney people, but it's going to be such a fun time because
can't wait.
Daniel's cousin, his best cousin, Gagey's coming, so that'll be fun.
I don't even care as long as it's not work related.
Yeah.
I will take a day with the family.
We have a massage scheduled on there.
Every single day of the week. I will. If you said tonight we're going to Florida for Disney World for 2 days, I'd be like, okay, let's go. I'm down. Just because we work so hard for what we do, that the time that I do have with you guys, I would love for it to be like memories or just time well spent, because it does move pretty quick. And I'll look back at old photos of like Joven and Daniel, like, we're moving too fast. So slowing down on these vacations is nice. Daniel
used to actually be chubby, and now he's like a skinny boy like you.
Hey, Joven's kind of skinnying out too, just a little bit.
No, he's not allowed to. We need to feed him more.
He is. No, I have to carry him, so we don't have to keep feeding. I carry him all the time.
Yeah, that's basically like then the holidays, and then we have church camp, which will be fun too. Like that's the rest of our 2024.
That's crazy. It's going by so fast. 2025 is like around the corner.
But 2025 is going to be crazy. Like once we hit January, between DDC and like PG, all the comps are like
back to back to back to back.
Doesn't stop. Then I'm traveling 4 times for Revolution. And that's who knows, I might get put on for DTU for judging too. I just got hired with Dance Team Union, which is cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then we snap and we're in our 10th year of PG after that.
It's crazy. 10 years of PG. Wow.
So next year we got to do it big for 10 years.
I think we got something planned.
10 years?
Yeah, I don't know.
So that would be our 10th year. So it would be starting our 10th season. So 2026, that open forum will be a special one.
Yeah, it'll be 10 years. We'll probably, we got something planned.
Yeah. So that's the rest of our 2024. Stay tuned. We'll have a lot more time for podcasts now that choreo season is slowing down.
Yes.
And we'll have a lot of vlogs coming out too, because we have all of our events coming up, and the kids like to get up in the camera. So
they do. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a busy season again. It never really stops for us either.
It never stops because we're finishing choreo season, but now we're in cleaning season. And then cleaning season is during the holidays. After that is competition season. Then after comp season, it's open forum season. And then we're preparing for a new season, which is choreo season.
Some of these high schools are already competing. They're already
They had their first UDA regional last weekend.
Yeah, I helped. That was my most recent trip. I went to Fossil Ridge just to fix and help and revamp and build so that they get the results that they want. I think something that a lot of coaches lack right now is just the ability to see the score sheet on the floor.
Yeah.
Not that they're not good coaches, but I think having an eye that can read the score sheet really well is important. And then the practical steps to get to the score sheet to looking to getting the practical steps to getting the dance on the floor to resemble the score sheet.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of teams overthink overthink their processes because they see the routine over and over again. That's also a common thing, is like overthinking. Like they've seen the routine 100 times, it's not good enough, you know?
We always hate our routines.
Eventually, yeah.
Like I look back at like playgrounds, like playground juniors from last year, undefeated all year, but I'll watch it right now and be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Why does it look like that?
Sloppy.
Why do you look like that? Look at
Mess-ups.
what are they doing? What are they doing? You know?
I thought you saw a bug over there. It scared me for a second. I was like, what?
But yeah, like, and Bree said this recently. She was like, the best choreographers are coaches.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we succeed, because we go out and choreograph at all these places, but we're also coaches ourselves. So we're not just giving them the choreo and then like calling it a day.
Hope you don't lose.
We're also invested, because we're invested in, like, if we could coach all the teams that we choreograph for, we would.
I would. If I could go to Fossil Ridge every single day, once a week. If I go to Fossil once a week and it was cheap and easy to do, I would.
Yeah.
Even if it was just an hour drive, I would trek it, because it's close. They're very close to being like, they have the talent, they have the work ethic. It's just some TLC on the coaching end.
Yeah.
And you're right. I'd never set a routine that I wouldn't want to clean myself. So I don't give choreography or something that, for me, I couldn't fix.
Yeah.
Or
because what if they
do
ask us to come back and fix it? Like, we need to be able to.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How do you? Because we choreograph most of our routines, but I do know sometimes as choreographers, people change our choreography to help with their team. What is your take on that? Like, how do you feel?
I mean, so this is like something we talk about like all the time. Like, we just spoke about it in Norway, is the authenticity behind it. Like, I think what grinds my gears the most as a choreographer is when coaches are lazy, so they just make it. They make it easier, and like,
I don't want to call the coaches lazy. I think they're trying to help their team, and the only way they know that is to hear them, and then they make the changes based on what their complaints are.
But some coaches don't hear the kids. The kids want it to stay authentic. They want to give it a chance.
True.
Like, if you tell someone to get from point A to point B all the way over here, with a certain movement that we set that's authentic per se, but they don't want to make that happen because they just don't want to clean it. They don't want to clean the footsteps, the angles, the like toothbrush cleaning. You know what I mean? If they don't want to do that and they just change it to a bucket run, that's lazy.
Yeah. Bucket runs shouldn't exist.
Not that all coaches are lazy, but like decisions like that would be seen as lazy in my eyes.
It's not. I don't want to call it laziness. I think it's just settling. Like, you just settle because it's easier. I guess that kind of ties into laziness.
I mean, lazy might be a bad term. Like, I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, but it's like, actually try it and like read the room. Like, if coaches would just listen to their kids, like, what do you guys think? Do you guys want to make this happen, or should I make it cleaner? And because I know it's not what Troy said, but should we make it cleaner? Or should we just try it since Troy choreographed it that way?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm okay with coaches changing my choreography, right? I don't think sometimes I'm a little too stylized, and I'm okay with that. You know? Because we're hired for a particular reason.
But with good intention, though.
Yeah, but what I
don't change it to a bucket run, or don't just throw a head spring.
Yeah, there's a few things that, like, especially when it becomes results on a dance floor.
Yeah.
Like when the choreography, or we'll get judges' notes back and it says, I need more difficulty in the choreography, or use of the floors. Make sure you use the floor just a little bit more. If
that happens and like he knows in his mind, well, I did make it difficult and I was using the floor. And then he watches the new video and is like, well, where did it go?
Yeah.
That's when we kind of are like, well, look at the judge's notes.
Well, and that's why I try to do my best. Like that's why we're hired, right? One, you want a full out choreographer with good staging and good moments. I think that's our encompassing like selling point. And I'll watch back a routine. I was like, that's not what I said. And it's okay if the choreography changes, but when the judges start reading notes like that, that's when I go, okay, how much of this is my responsibility? Because I do take it to heart a little bit, and I try not to, because I know it's not my team, but I care. I care enough to be invested. Yeah. Emotionally. If they lose, I kind of go, what the crap? What did I mess up?
We try so hard not to take it to heart. Yeah. And we just had this conversation the other day. We try hard not to take it to heart, but then we have to remember that we're not the coaches. Yeah. We are coaches, but we're not their coaches. We're not there day in, day out preparing the routine, and we can only do so much from far away.
I just want to help. Yeah. And when I read back the notes, I want them to know that I gave them a routine that's ready to go. You just have to clean it. So,
and at that point, we look at their score sheets, and if there's any comments that have to do with anything choreographically, then we'll step in and be like, okay, you need to do this, and then we know it's our fault. Right. But if it's all about if it's all execution, or if it's performance value, overall impression, then that's when we know it's a problem with the athletes, the dancers, or the coach is not getting it there. But it's tough. The dance team world is crazy. But we can only do so much. We really try our best to invest and do all the things.
Yeah, sorry, that camera stopped recording. I think at the end of the day, the goal is to have a winning routine, period. Yeah. Always.
And we do that. We ask each team what their goals are. Do you want to be a first place team? Do you want to be top 10 at nationals? Do you want to just make it to finals? Yeah. That way we can we know our level of what we need to push them.
Our goals. Yeah. And I know I'm not perfect. That's why when I read these score sheets, I do read them. I go, okay, are any of these my fault? Yeah. And if they are my fault, I have to look back at how I taught the routine and how I choreographed the routine, and set up the moments and set up all the tricks. Did I do my part? Because I'm only trying to set them up for success. I'm never not giving my best, or I'm never showing up unprepared. Yeah. Everything is pretty well thought through. So, when I see results that aren't positive, or notes that could be my mistake, I do take it to heart, and I want to fix it. Yeah. And I want to hear the coach's thoughts.
That's why we always ask for score sheets, because we want to see if anything was our fault.
Yeah. And I know a lot of old teams that I've picked up this year, they let go of their old choreographer because the choreographer did not follow up with them.
That's actually what Bree said is the number one complaint is if people don't follow up. Choreographers don't follow up, and choreographers don't respond quick enough in emails or texts or whatever.
No, communication is key. Yeah. And not even just communication, but constant touch points. I am literally in conversation with 7 different coaches this week.
Yeah. We literally have group chats that say
Ottawa.
Yeah. Ottawa plus TMC, TMCorrales. Yeah. Reagan plus TMCorrales.
Because, I just don't want coaches to feel like they're alone. I'm a coach, and
or that we just here's the box of choreography, take it, and we're gone.
And what's annoying too is I hear these complaints, but the choreographers act like they can do it. They don't care that they're just letting go of a team. They don't care about the investment that the choreographer's life could have onto that dance team. That irks me, because it's do you not care? Yeah. Is the money the only thing that you're worried about?
And another thing, on the flip side of that, is what annoys me is when coaches will hire us for 1 year, don't get the results that they want, so they switch choreographers. I was talking to Jackie a little bit ago, and she's like, it's like a second date, Our first year is like a first date. You need to take me on a second date to make sure you really know that we're right for each other. Right, right. You know what I mean? And I can personally attest to that. All of the solos I've ever set in the past, the second solo is always better. I'll use Elena, for example. Last year, her solo was good. She did well, but this year's solo is night and day.
Night and day. It's a different routine.
She's doing really hard choreo this year.
Yeah, as she should.
So it's kind of like that. If I could have any piece of advice to coaches out there is if you don't get the results that you want, don't only blame it on the choreographer. You need to look at the routine as a whole, at the notes. If any of the notes in the judges' comments were directly aimed at the choreography, then you can maybe talk to the choreographer and see, like, hey, can we do this next year? Can we do that? We're already talking about that with Fossil.
Well, I think sometimes coaches want a certain thing. Like, I mean, you see our resume, you see our profile, like, you know the type of choreography I set. And sometimes people want that, but the dancers can't execute it. So they blame the choreographer for not setting choreography that was appropriate to their team. However, you see our resume, you know that this is the style of dance I teach. And
it's true.
And like, if you wanted it a different way, or if you wanted an easier routine, tell me. But most of these coaches are like, no, give us your hard stuff. And
like,
go, let's go.
Okay, Ottawa, they were specific and they said what kind of vibe that they wanted for their routine. And it went well, right?
Oh, it went really well. They're really good.
So if you guys, like, if coaches are specific with us, then we'll make it happen. We're very versatile.
Yeah.
We can go grungy. We've had a few grungy routines this year. We can go hype full out. Yeah, we can go emotional. We can go all girly, all femme. We can go like all female rappers. So kind of grungy, but kind of girly. Yeah, we can whatever,
and
you know?
I've
But most people are like, no, we want it aggressive. We want it hard. We want it this. We want it that. So we give it to them. But sometimes maybe
the talent doesn't reach the choreography, which is fine. That's not really fair to me either, because I have never met your dancers before you have.
Exactly.
And so my first touch base with them is the first time I walk into that room. And so, yes, I don't know you guys, and you think that because I don't know you guys, I should know what's best for you.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm just taking you at your word and what you want. And when you tell me what you want and I create after you looked at my resume, it's like, okay, maybe not the choreographer is the problem. It's like, I know a few teams, some non-returner teams that didn't hire us back, and they go from one choreographer to another choreographer to another choreographer to another choreographer, and I got to go, that wasn't me.
Yeah. So we weren't the problem.
The problem is the coach can't make up their mind, and they think that the choreographer is the problem.
So if you're a coach that allows, like, I'll go with Centerville for an example, because we're getting like close with those coaches. Yeah. This is what, our third year with them.
Yeah.
You build with them.
Yeah.
And you're at the point where, like, whoever started as a freshman your first year,
that's crazy.
You see him grow up, you know? Oh. And that's the cool thing about coaches that trust us as choreographers. Like, we do this for a living. We're not just giving you something random that we thought of at the back of our mind. Like, this is what we're passionate about.
Yeah.
Let us grow with you, and you can grow with us.
And I don't do any other type of profession.
No.
You know, like, a lot of these coaches, they in order to, financially sustain, they do other jobs. Like, one of them is a church photographer, media person. Another is she owns a studio business, or another could be a nurse. Like, they have other jobs, and then coaching is the second.
Jobs, yeah.
I don't have that.
We're choreographers.
My only job is to teach dance and make winning routines. And so for us not to be passionate or caring about it is one, stifling business, and two, is direct opposite of anything that we love to do.
Yeah.
And so when you hire us, you don't just get a nurse that's trying to be a choreographer. You're getting somebody who is a coach and a choreographer combined into one.
Dance team, dance choreography is our life. So like I said, if I could give any advice to coaches out there, is to take your choreographers on a second date.
Yeah. I mean, if there's some glaring issues, like if they don't communicate with you.
Yeah.
These are the reasons why you should not hire a choreographer back.
Yeah, lack of communication, lack of follow-up, and just like unprofessionalism.
Yep.
But I can guarantee that we are not that.
Yeah, no, not us.
If anything, we over-communicate. Some coaches don't even respond to us, when we reach out.
We'll send 2 texts every week or something.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, if it is a creative issue, I would communicate that to the choreographer too before you let them go. Talk to them. Like, hey, it's just a style thing. You know, I think we like this person's style more. And I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, and we have had that in the past.
That's okay. I'm not mad at that.
Like, I've reached out and said, like, to people, like, hey, did you want to, like, set choreo dates for next year or whatever? Sometimes it's, we can't afford choreo this year, so we need to hire someone closer to us.
Yeah.
Or it's, we found someone that fits our style more. Not that we don't love your style, but it's just not for my girls.
Yeah.
And that's totally respectable.
Bro, I could be McDonald's and you want Burger King.
Exactly.
I'm not mad at that. The success of your team is more important than me being in front of you. But
at least be honest.
Yeah, just tell me. I want to know. Be honest.
Don't ghost. Like, just like you don't want your choreographers to ghost you, don't ghost your choreographers.
Yeah. And I want to learn. I want to know why. Like, if I did something wrong, tell me. Like, if I didn't choreograph, because
we're still learning. We're professionals, but we're still learning.
Bro, if you did my job, you would fail a lot of the times too, and you would like to know where you fell short. And I'm not gonna get butthurt. I'm gonna learn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, okay, I probably shouldn't have done that, or I should have learned this way. But I think coaches the quick way for choreographers not to learn is to just not tell them.
Yeah.
And best believe I'm invested. So, and I know any routine that I've set this year thus far, if I was coaching that team, it could be a winning routine. But then again, it's my choreography, and I know I'm a really good coach. So it doesn't matter what the routine is in front of me. I know I'll make it good. Yeah. That was a lot of information. Yeah,
we kind of rambled a lot during this, but...
Well, I mean, it's just it shows how passionate we are about what we do. And I think people just assume that we're just choreographers and it's fun traveling, but we sit and analyze routines. We go through score sheets over and over again.
Like,
we read
we know
notes.
We're busy. We know, like, people tell us all the time, you're so busy. Like, whoa, Troy, you're actually in town?
Busy and productive are two different things.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of busy people. I don't know a lot of very productive people. And the best thing to do...
Busy doesn't mean you have to, like, list out everything you did that day, from opening your eyes to shutting your eyes.
Yeah, I made breakfast, then I did laundry. It's like, bro,
I washed my face.
We're all humans, man. We do the same thing. It's just my busy is big scale. Like, that sounded really cocky. I don't want to sound like that. It's just like, it involves multiple parties. Like, it's not just me brushing my teeth. It involves direct contact with another person that also runs a dance team, and I need to coordinate with them. And it's
also running our own dance teams and going to rehearsals.
It's just bigger scale, not just selfish or individualistic about what I am doing that day. Like, I am directly in contact with another entity that needs my help, or we need their help.
Always. We're always, The only time we're going to be able to shut it off is when we're on our cruise.
Oh, dude,
even when we're in Hawaii, we're going to be probably, like,
I can't wait for
working
Hawaii.
A little bit.
I can't wait for the cruise. I can't wait.
And Christmas, church camp will be fun.
Christmas. It's going to be so fun.
Daniel is like, before we close this, Daniel is the best gift opener ever.
I'm going to put a camera on him, on him as he opens gifts, and a microphone.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Joven doesn't know how to open gifts yet. He's just going to...
No, he knows how, but he doesn't really understand.
Yeah, he doesn't understand that it's a gift. He just likes the toy inside. But yeah, Daniel, I'll record it. It'll be cute.
It'd be funny. He's the best. Yeah. Like, his reactions are everything.
All right. Well, let's wrap this thing up.
Yeah.
Do you want to close out, or you want me to close out?
Well, no, just be on the lookout for more podcasts. We have a lot more time, and we'll probably get back on a regular schedule with our pastors with their Be Real podcast, and you'll see more of us. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to hear us talk about something in particular. We're just a bowl of knowledge, I guess, at this point. And all we do is conversate. The reason why we started this podcast is because we would talk like this on our drives to and from Disneyland. And we're like, we need to record this. This is good stuff that we're talking about. So if there's something that you want to hear or need to hear or are curious about, we'd love to know. Comment down below, and we'll talk about it. Give you our honest input. See ya. Bye.